Hello everyone. In this session, I am going to tell about the conversion of decimal number into hexadecimal number and then conversion of hexadecimal into decimal number. First one, conversion of decimal number into hexadecimal number. Conversion of decimal to hexadecimal. Conversion of decimal to hexadecimal number. First, the given number here is decimal number. First, here the given number is decimal number. That decimal number is going to be converted into its equivalent hexadecimal number. So, before going to conversion from decimal to hexadecimal, the decimal number can be formed by using the 9 digits, that is 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Any decimal number can be formed with the combination of any of these 9 digits, 0 to 9. And the hexadecimal number can be formed with the combination of 15 digits, that is 0 to F. So, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From 9 onwards, A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. A is equivalent to 10, B is 11, C 12, D 13, E 14 and F 15 That is the decimal equivalent to hexadecimal. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 11, C 12, D 13, E 14, F 15. F is equal to 15 decimal. Now, let us take one example for this conversion, decimal to hexadecimal. Let you take a number 861.925. This is the decimal number, 861.925. That decimal number is to be converted into its equivalent hexadecimal number. This is the same process as that of the previous conversion from decimal to binary and as well as decimal to octal. This is the same procedure as that of the conversion of decimal to binary and decimal to octal. So, first, it has two parts. One is integer part and 0.925 is fractional part. Now, The first step is conversion of integer part of decimal number into its equivalent hexadecimal number. Here what is the integer part? 861 is integer part. 861 is integer part. So this is the decimal number. We are going to convert this decimal number into its equivalent hexadecimal number. So divide the given integer number by 16. Divide the given integer number by 16. Now what happens? 5 16s are 80, 6, 61. 3 16s are 48. 3 16s are 48. Now what is the remainder? 13 is remainder. 53 16s and the 13 is remainder. So here what is we want to convert this decimal into hexadecimal. So we have to write this 13 to its equivalent hexadecimal number. Here what is the 13? D 13 is equivalent to D of hexadecimal. Now again, whatever the quotient occur, divided by 16. Here the quotient is 53 and you have to divide this quotient by 16. Now what happens? 3 16s are 48 and the remainder is 5. 48 plus 5, 53. The remainder is 5. So its equivalent is 5. Now this process to be continued up to the base is less than 16. This division process can be continued up to the base is less than 16. So here the quotient is 3. This process can be continued up to the quotient becomes less than 16. Now here what happens? The quotient is 3. Now you have to divide with by 0. 16 zeros are 0 and the remainder gets as 3. That is 3. Now you have to take the reminders. From bottom to top. Bottom can be bottom to top. This bottom remainder can be taken as most significant digit and this top one can be taken as least significant digit. The most significant digit can be written at the left side of the number and the least significant digit can be written at the right side of the number. So you have to take all the remainders from bottom to top. Now what happens? 861 of base 10 is equal to, take the remainders from bottom to top, 35D of base 60. That is the conversion of decimal integer part into its equivalent hexadecimal number. Now we are coming to the fractional part. Here what is the fractional part? 0.925. 0.925 is the fractional part. Now you have to multiply this fraction with 16. You have to multiply this fraction with 16. Now 0.925 into 16. 0.925 into 16. What happens? 0.925 into 16. That is 14.8. 14.8. 14.8. Again, take the fraction part. Again, whatever the fraction part occurred, take that fraction part only. And that is to be multiplied with 16. That is to be multiplied with 16. Now what happens? 16 into 0.8. That becomes as 12.8. 12.8. 12.8. Now the fraction part is repeated, is recurring. Here 0.8 occurred and here also 0.8 occurred. Now stop the process until the fraction is repeated, until the fraction is recurring. Now here take all the integers only. Here take all the integers. Here the integer is 14, here the integer is 12. Take all the integers from top to bottom. From top to bottom. Here what is integer? 14. The 14 is equal to the hexadecimal number is E. The 14 is equal to E. And this 12 is equal to C. You have to convert this decimal integers into its equivalent hexadecimal. So this 14, we are taking the integer parts only from top to bottom. Here this is E and C. So hence 0.925 of base 10 is equal to 0. Take the integers from top to bottom. 14 is equal to E and 12 is equal to C. So that is equal to EC. Now you have to combine. You have to consolidate or combine this integer part and fractional part. So hence here what is the given problem? 861.925 base 10. That is equal to 861 is equal to 35D of base 60. 35D. 0.925 is equal to 0.EC. That is the conversion. That is the process of converting the given decimal number into hexadecimal number. I repeat the process again. Once again, here the decimal number has two parts. One is integer part and another one is fractional part. First, you take the integer part and divide the integer part with 16. Whatever the quotient and take the remainders left. Whatever the quotient occurred, divide those quotients by 16. This process can be continued up to the quotient is less than 16. The quotient is less than 16. Now take the reminders from bottom to top. Bottom digit can be taken as, bottom remainder can be taken as most significant digit, and the top digit can be taken as least significant digit. Here the most significant digit can be right at the leftmost of the number, and the least significant digit can be written at the rightmost of the number, rightmost place of the number. In the same way, take the fractional part and divide that fractional part with 16. And take the fraction part and divide again with 16. This process can be continued up to the fraction part can be repeated. The fraction part is repeated or recurring. Now take the integer parts only, then take the integer parts and you have to write those integer parts from top to bottom. So while converting this process of conversion from decimal to hexadecimal, you have to convert the decimal number, whereas in integer part and fractional part that must be converted into the hexadecimal part numbers. Here for example, here the remainder is 13. Immediately you have to convert that remainder 13 as hexadecimal number D. In the same way, here the integer part is 14, that should be converted into the its equivalent hexadecimal number as D. Here 12, you have to convert this integer part into hexadecimal part as C. So finally, you have to write the answer of the fractional part into its equivalent hexadecimal number. Now we have to combine the answers of this integer part and hexadecimal integer parts and fractional parts. So that is 861.925 base 10 is equal to 35D.EC of hexadecimal number. That is the process of converting the decimal number into hexadecimal number. Now we are going to convert the hexadecimal number into decimal number. Conversion of hexadecimal to decimal. Conversion of hexadecimal to decimal. Here the hexadecimal number can be formed with the combination of 0 to F, 15 digits, 0 to F, and hence the base is 16. Now you have to convert that hexadecimal number into base 10 decimal number. Now let us take one example to convert this hexadecimal number to decimal number. Let us take one example. 2AB.8C 2AB.8C. That is the hexadecimal number. You have to convert that hexadecimal number into decimal number. This is the same process as that of the conversion of octal to decimal and conversion of binary to decimal. This is same process, but the base is different one. Okay. Now here it has two parts. This is integer part, and after decimal point it is fractional part. It is integer part and it is fractional part. Now take the number here 2AB.8C. 2AB.8C. That is the given hexadecimal number. That number is going to be converted into its equivalent decimal number. Now in this process, first step is you have to mark the positional weights of each digit. You have to mark the positional weight of each digit. Here what is its positional weight? This is the hexadecimal number base. What is its positional weight means? Base to the power of position. Here the base is 16. The base is 16. The base is 16. Hexadecimal number. And its position is 0. 16 to the power of 0. For this number, 16 to the power of 1. For this number, the positional weight is 16 to the power of 2. Here, for the fractional part, its positional weight is 16 to the power of -1 and its positional weight is 16 to the power of -2. Now, you have to calculate the value of each digit. You have to calculate the value of each digit. What is the formula to calculate the value? Means digit into base to the power of position. Digit into base to the power of position. That is the value of the digit. So now, here what is the digit means? 2 is a digit into its positional weight. Base to the power of position, 16 square. Plus, here what is A? A. What is A? A is the hexadecimal number. Its equivalent decimal number is, A is equal to, what happens? 10. 10 into 16 to the power of 1. Plus, what is B here? 11. 11 into 16 to the power of 0. Plus 8 into 16 to the power of -1 can be written as 16 to the power of 1. 1 by 16 to the power of 1. Plus here C is the hexadecimal number and it is equal to 12. It is equal to 12 into 1 by 16 to the power of -2 can be written as 1 by 16 to the power of 2. Now, we have to simplify this expression. 2 into 16 square means 256 plus 10 into 16 to the power of 1 means 16 plus 11 into 16 to the power of 0 means 1. Anything to the power of 0 is 1 plus 8 into 1, 8 by 16 to the power of 1 means 16 plus 12 into 1, 12 by 16 square means 256. 256 into 12 means 512 plus 10 into 16, 160 plus 11 into 1, 11 plus 8 by 16. Here what is 8 by 16? 8 by 16 means 8 by 16 means 1 by 8, that is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. While simplifying this, 8 by 16, that means 1 by 2, that is equal to 0.5 plus 12 by 256. 12 by 256. While simplifying this one, 12 by 256 means 0.046875. 0.046875. Now what happens? 512 plus 160 means 672. 672 plus 11, 683. 683 point. By adding 0.5 plus 0.46875, you can get the 0.546876. 0.546876 of base 10. Of base 10. That is the process of converting the given hexadecimal number into its equivalent decimal number. First, I repeat again. First, you have to mark the positional weights of each digit. Then, multiply the digit with its positional weight, with its respective positional weight, and add all these products. Now you can get, and by simplifying, you can get the equivalent decimal value. So, while converting this process from hexadecimal to decimal, you have to mention the decimal equivalent to hexadecimal. That is, the decimal number can be formed, any decimal number can be formed by using with the combination of 9 digits, that is 0 to 9, and the hexadecimal is a combination of any of these 0 to F. 0 to 9 is equal, and from then onwards A is equal to 10, B is equal to 11, C is equal to 12, D is equal to 13, E is equal to 14, and F is equal to 15. F is equal to 15. Now, you have to simplify according to these values, and finally you can get the equivalent decimal number. That is the process of conversions from one format to the another formats. One format to the, that is hexadecimal to decimal number. Okay, thank you.